Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast. It is a weekly chat about socially conscious topics impacting the culture. On this episode, we are joined by Sambaza, host and creator of the Sambaza podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast, a weekly chat about socially conscious topics impacting the culture. We are having a special episode. Sambaza is traveling, so we will see him very soon. Safe travels to Sambaza. But we have a very special co-host or guest co-host today. And so we have a great episode for you. So, and you may be seeing us on the About That Wallet stream as well. So welcome to all the About That Wallet viewers and listeners. Welcome. Again, I am Jen. I am the host and creator of Woke by Accident podcast. This platform is dedicated to amplifying important stories and issues impacting African Americans and their communities with a passion for advocacy and meaningful conversations. So excited about getting into some exciting conversations. Before we introduce our co-hosts for today, we do want to acknowledge our 5-year milestone for Woke by Accident. So we are super geeked about that. So salute to the pod for reaching our 5 years and being a living, breathing streaming platform in this global digital space. So we want to thank all of our incredible guests, contributors, viewers, and listeners for being a part of the journey all this time. And to new listeners, welcome to the community. We welcome you and invite you to join us as we continue to evolve in the digital space. And with that in mind, I do have an affirmation. So our affirmation for today is, I'm proud of how far I've come and excited for what's ahead. All right. So let's introduce our very special guest co-host. Our guest today is Anthony Weaver, a dedicated financial coach and podcaster known for creating the Bike Method. He will share about what this means very soon. And inspired by his own journey of overcoming financial and health challenges, Anthony helps individuals break free from living paycheck to paycheck and building lasting financial security. As co-host of the Credit Chat Live podcast with Experian and host of the About That Wallet podcast, Anthony explores a range of financial topics, sharing practical advice and real life lessons. Beyond coaching, he is also an entrepreneur and a speaker at the 2025 FinCon. Exciting. All right. Anthony's passion for financial education is matched by his commitment to personal growth, including habits like cycling to improve both his finances and well-being. His story is one of resilience, learning, and a drive to empower others to achieve financial freedom. So please welcome Anthony Weaver.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you, Jen, for such an awesome intro. This has been a great time, and thank you for having me back. Since Sambaza's away, that means the cat's out to play, right?
Absolutely.
So the cool thing, I'm glad to be here. You know, it's such an honor, especially on this Friday Eve. I mean, it's what better time to really sit down and start talking about finances?
Mm-hmm. For sure. Definitely. That money is definitely on my mind. It is a motive, and the things I want to accomplish, you can't get them done without money. So we definitely want to be more mindful and, have better habits as we try to break, bad habits and things like that. Definitely a great time to have this conversation.
Yeah. And one of the things that I like people to kind of think about is, would you rather have $100,000 now or get $100,000 throughout the year? Mm-hmm. So the reason why I asked that is because how many times have you been told, like, hey, you need to reach 6 figures? that you've really found out that six figures is really a lot or really is not that much. I could spend 100 grand in a week easily. I'm not sure about you, but what would you spend 100 grand on?
Like if I had to do it in a certain time frame or just.
Just if you had 100 grand, like right now, what would you do with it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess part of me would like to alleviate some debt, but I don't, I think I would kind of break it up and maybe put myself on some kind of plan to have, certain debts knocked out by a certain time frame, which you basically, is like a lifting weight off your shoulders when you're carrying debt around like that. So I definitely would want to free up some of my liquidity, okay, and knock some debt out. Debt is a
Yeah,
burden.
it's tough right now, especially with the firings happening. We got the tariffs going on. We have, we don't, a lot of people don't even know when their next meal is going to come from. And so the reason why I pose that question that way is because, it's great that you said like, hey, you want to focus on your debt to kind of free up things. But from a financial coach, and this is where I come into play because a lot of my clients are getting windfalls. And the way how to help them out is like, hey, we need to take the emotions out of it. Let's focus on getting back to zero. Because I understand that you are a caretaker for your parent and you're also dealing with your kids, but getting back to zero, meaning getting rid of the debt so that you can focus and be clear. Because I mean, I'm not sure about you, but I can't focus correctly when I got a lot of bills piling up. I'm like, all right, cool. I got $2,000 on my credit card. What the heck can I do to kind of pay that off, but still keep food on the table, still keep gas in the car, and still keep the lights on so I can continue on to do the podcast? Like,
Yeah,
what can I do for that? And this is one of the challenges that my clients deal with all the time when it comes to the sandwich generation.
definitely. Yes, that sandwich generation. And before we go there, I just want to share that Anthony joined us on episode 186 previously. So, and we kind of leaned into the paycheck to paycheck cycle on the episode, which I was so glad that you were willing to go there with us because we find ourselves in that cycle a lot. A lot of us do, and so we spend a lot of time on that. So I just want to recommend people to go back there. But the sandwich generation, your content speaks to the sandwich generation. So I would like for you to share a definition for those who don't know and what you feel like the challenges. You kind of spoke to some of that.
Yeah, so the sandwich generation refers to adults that are typically between their 30s and 50s who simultaneously are responsible for supporting their own children and actually caring for their aging parents. Now, these individuals also are usually caregivers for both ends, so money is always tight. One of the major things is that taken on when it comes to the sandwich generation is the emotional toll because you're caring for two, I guess you could say two other generations besides yourself. Now, and also they have a lot of time constraints. They're financially strained, and also their career is also impacted. Because think about it: if you're caregiving for your parents, but also your children, where can you actually realistically live? Where can you actually have a job that kind of sustain both generations at the same time? And then where do you find yourself where you can find your happiness? So this is one of the things that are the hardest conversations to have in that particular generation.
Definitely. The emotional aspect that impacts us a lot. You shared about memories of money and things like that when we talked last time on the episode, and sometimes we kind of have to like break that. Like you mentioned something about like a leather jacket and a parent, wanting you.
Yes.
And you said to you that the leather jacket really wasn't all that important, right?
Yeah. It goes to like it was that environment that you're in. And in that environment that I was in, which was an inner city, like my mom really wanted us to kind of fit in. She didn't want us to kind of stand out. And during that time frame, a lot of people had leather clothing, like leather jackets or the cool puffy pants and like the MC Hammer pants. Like we had all of those, the big
Mhm.
shirts, like the triple X shirts. This is what we had because it was based on the environment that we grew up in. Honestly, us like me and my brothers, like we really didn't care about the fashions too much. We were just happy to have food on the table more than anything.
Yeah.
But my mom was more focused on making us look like the rest of society. So, it kind of goes back to like, hey, really give your kids or give somebody a gift that they actually really want versus giving them what you think they need or want, so they don't dislike it or not even use it.
Mm, that's a good point. Let me acknowledge the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in on both the Woke by Accident stream, the Sambaza stream, and the About That Wallet stream.
Woo-woo.
Um, thank you guys for tapping in. And shout out to Brother Ed, that says peace and light. Thank you. And feel free to drop any questions for Anthony or for part of the conversation. We would be glad to have you share.
Yeah. I'm always here to help. I mean, we all here to help, especially when it comes to the finances. So, like, it's so much stuff that's going on in the world today. And a lot of people just don't know where to start. Um, Emotionally, where to
Mhm.
start, financially, where to start. Um, and then also thinking about where to go for help that's going to give you unbiased assistance or help and understanding. So yeah, you can be listening to random people on the internet like us, or you can sit down and read a book. Because remember, books actually they can be mentors. They can provide you the resources that you need. I mean, I got books here that I've read several times. So if we need to reference any, I can reference any of them.
Oh, no, for sure. And since you're talking about references, you have a great concept that you use, or method rather, in when working with clients, or I guess share how you use that method and how that comes about.
Yeah, so I have something that's really awesome. So if you are a person that's trying to figure out, hey, I don't know where to start. I'm just trying to figure things out and I'm looking for something that's easy to remember and something that I can do right now. This is considered the bike method, which stands for budgeting. You got your income, you have knowledge, and then you execute. So B, start with the budgeting side of the house. The B is where you have to really take time out to outline your finances. Go back the prior 30 days or even go back 60 days, really 2 months. And that would actually help out to say like, hey, this is how much money I'm spending on food, groceries, um, your transportation, your water, your utilities. This is how much I'm spending. How much money is it like discretionary spending? So like I'm going out to get like something to eat, a snack or something like that for lunch, or I'm eating at work when I could really be bringing my own food. Like think about those things. How much money are you spending when you're going out? What are
Mm-hmm.
those things? So this is what you can look into your budget. You figuring out where that money is at. Now that you have that understanding, now you can start telling the money where to go. This is the key part of budgeting. Now that you understand that, hey, I spent all this money in all over the place and I'm still trying to figure out why am I feeling broke? This is why you're feeling broke. Now that you know where your money has gone, now you can tell it where it's going. So now that you can make sure that money is also going in your pocket. Now, depending on where you at financially, because it all depends. And now keep in mind, this is just a conversation between colleagues. This is not financial advice. This is just education. So, I mean, this is just information. When it comes to having that money and really figuring out where that budget is going to go, where your money is going to go, now we can start talking about, do we need to have more income or do we need to cut back? This is kind of that assessment phase of the budgeting side. which then comes into let's go ahead on and start increasing your money. How you can increase your money, you ask? You can do several ways. One of the ways you can do is actually talk to your supervisor, talk to your manager, really figure out what they need. If you can do overtime, if somebody's slacking, saying like, hey, well, so and so over here ain't doing their job, they sleeping on the job, I can do that job. Or think about ways that you can actually utilize AI tools in your position. Is there things that you can actually automate and speed up that process? You can actually wind up either maybe income is not the thing, but you want more time. Okay. And so because if you want more time to do the things that you want to do, you can create solutions or SOPs to help streamline that process best based on the FAQs, which is the frequently asked questions that people keep asking. So the customers feel like, yeah, man, I really wish that this could be faster, or I really wish I could see this color every time I walk into the store. No matter what it is, listen to your customers and even listen to your colleagues. You're like, man, the supervisor keeps saying I gotta keep doing this and this don't make sense. You can come up with a solution, work from the ground up. Now you can do a test bed and show your supervisor or your manager, be like, hey, do like a round table or a quick stand-up session. Be like, hey, I just created something really cool. I want to test this out. I already tested this out with Jim Bob or Susie, to say like, hey, this is something that we can test out right quick. It's proven for them and it's working great for them. I want to roll this out for everybody else. Now, this can come with a paycheck increase. They can say like, hey, man, because you did this for the company, we want to give you a bonus. Or we want to give you time off. Like, this is where you start looking into other ways to make income while you're on your 9 to 5. Now, you can say like, all right, cool, my job doesn't offer anything, but can I actually go in and become or apply for that next position? Either a supervisor, a salesperson. So now that you can make commission instead of you working your hourly rate. What does that look like? So you got to think about it on how things going to work out for you based on your budget, because now you know where your money's supposed to go, right? Now you can start bringing in that more money to try to say, all right, cool, I got a bigger shovel to do what I need to do. You see what I'm saying? So yes. Now that we got that down, the next thing is knowledge. This is where I guess you could say this is almost like the framework. I mean, yeah, this is almost like, I guess you could say this is a framework. This is the frame of the bike or the wheels on the bike. I haven't decided yet where I want to put this knowledge thing. But either way, knowledge, let's say it's the wheels on the bike. Okay. Because this what helps you keep going, right? Because you need to know where you want to go. You need to know how to improve your stride. Now that you got the budgeting done, you got the increase of income. Now you want to kind of maintain it and grow it even further than what you have it right now. So what I mean by knowledge, you can either listen to podcasts, read books, talk to other people who are at the next level up of where you want to be. Okay. Because now that you understand it, now you can start saying, okay, I know where my money's supposed to go. I got a little extra money. Now I got the education so I can sustain it, so I can kind of move myself out of that process. You see what I'm saying? So now that you start understanding, okay, now I got the knowledge. All right, I want to start doing investing. I want to start my own business. I want to invest in other companies as an angel investor. Now, when I say angel investors, there are several websites that are out there that you can actually take as low as $1,000 to start investing in startup companies. Now, sometimes because in order for you to be a vested investor, usually you need about $10,000. There are some of these companies that will actually allow you to consider like seed money. You can go in and start investing in companies that way. Now I'm trying to think of one of the companies that, because I recently, like me and my team, investment group had just recently invested into a company that actually just went live and everything like that. And we're so proud of the company that went live with their product. And soon we're going to start reaping in on those dividends based on,
Nice.
Oh, thanks.
And
Yeah.
this is like on the ground level type. Yeah. So
Yeah. And a lot of people look for that. So like if you're thinking like, hey, you got this next product, let's go ahead on and talk about it. So one of the things that when it comes to if you want to start investing in some of the small businesses, there's I'm not branded with them. This is just one of the companies of many that are out there. One of them is called Small Change, smallchange.co. Um, and I can put that in the chat. So if you want to share that, I can put it in the private. I can't put it in the main chat because
sure.
I can't do links. If you want to post that up, so people can look at it that way. So I wonder if I can post it on my end for my folks, if it'll allow me, because sometimes it don't. Oh, it did. Sweet.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Yeah, but only my folks can see it. You got to send it for your
folks. Gotcha.
It's okay.
So
having that is just a good way to kind of, this will allow you to research these companies to actually get in. So this is one of the ways you can take some of that discretionary money that you have laying around, like, I got $1,000 I can just throw away. I'm not really using it. I don't really want to put it in a high yield savings account. I don't want to put it inside of a CD or a certificate of deposit. I just want somebody else to kind of use it, and I can build the dividends and help them out with that because I'm not going to be using it anytime soon.
Right.
So this is another way you can actually help to build that that income, but based on your knowledge that you just attained. So let's see. Somebody said what books do you recommend? Okay.
Yes.
This is where
questions about books. We
got a couple questions about books.
Most enlightening book thus far, and shout out to the healing session. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on healing session?
What books do you recommend?
Okay. First book. Like I said, I read all of these, so I do like these. This one is called The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. He is still alive, so you can still reach out to him. So most of these authors are still alive. This one right here, you want to make sure you get The 4-Hour Workweek. Okay, that's one. I need to color code my books because I have so many. The other one is called The Simple Path to Wealth.
Okay.
Here we go. This one right here. So this is the other book by J.L. Collins. He is still alive. He actually wrote this book to help his daughter get into investing. So if you want to get a book into investing, this is another one. Highly recommend. If you want to start off with anything, I would say start with this one, just to kind of get you familiar with the stock market and what to invest in. Then,
okay, repeat that book again that you just said.
Okay.
Had in your head.
All right. The last one, yeah, The Simple Path to Wealth.
Okay.
Now, I typically give out books during my live shows. Not today, though. Because I was like, damn, am I going to spend my money yet? And then we have Choose FI. They have their own podcast. It's called Choose FI podcast. This is FI stands for financial independence, and it's really just a blueprint for financial independence. So this is like a hodgepodge mixed book that kind of throw everything in there and just kind of like, that's it. And I got two more. Then I'll be done. This one I actually met Tiffany Aliche because you gotta get some black and brown people up in here. I've actually met her, and her book is called Get Good with Money. She actually has a Netflix account that you can actually go ahead on. I mean, not Netflix account, but if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. It's called Get Good with Money, and it's by Tiffany Aliche. This is my signed copy. You know what I'm saying? I can't. It's all me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Super nice. So
that's one of them. And then I call her my mentor. But Bernadette Joy, crush your money goals. Definitely highly recommend. And this is, did she write in it? She did not sign my book, but she did send me like a personalized card and everything like that. So I'm gonna have her sign my book the next time I meet her.
But she's been on your show, right?
She has been on my show. Okay. I've actually spoke on stage. Well, I'll be speaking on stage with her this year, I believe. Oh, not nice. With her, but I'll be on stage. Hopefully she'll stop by. So
cool.
So this one's called Crush Your Money Goals. So that is 5 books. This should last you at least for the rest of the year. If you want to start today. What is May 29th? So if you say you're starting in June, you got 1 book a month. Hey, everything that I'm saying here is nothing new. It's just everything that we're saying really is nothing new under the sun. So if you think about it that way, you know, they all going to say similar things. It's just the different approaches that you have. And this is where the knowledge come in. Because once you have your budget set up, you have your income, you're trying to figure out your income, you got your income going up. Your knowledge is constant. Because your knowledge is based on the information that you obtain, this is where we go to the E side of the house, which is the execution. You need to be able to execute on the knowledge that you have. Because having that knowledge doesn't do anything. It's right. It's like you have a dream. Oh yeah, you know, someday, or you looking on Instagram like, yeah, I could see myself, you know, building this table and going out here. You know, you see all those people, or cutting the grass. You know, you see the cutting grass videos. Most of the guys, you know, we all do that. We sit here and cut the grass and watch them do it. I'm like, man, that looks pretty cool. I like how you turn that tall grass into like, so it's a livable space again. Mm-hmm. But am I going to go out there and cut the grass? No, more than likely not. But I enjoy watching it. But remember, what you're watching is also feeding your mind.
For sure.
So if you feel like you just sitting there and you're not doing anything, or you sitting there and watching the screen, what are you doing to execute your goals? So what I do for me, because, you know, they always say health is wealth. While I'm watching TV, or if I'm watching anime, I will sit like every time, I'll say maybe before the next one start, or while it's going on, I'll do 5 to 10 squats. Even though it's not much, it's something. It's more than what I wasn't doing if I'm just sitting there. Or I'll do like 5 push-ups. It's not a lot, but it's something. It's getting my heart rate up. I'm moving. I'm doing something. Or I'm doing a couple squats. I mean, not squats. I'm doing a couple sit-ups. Mm-hmm. So, or some lunges. Just like, you know, trying to be active while I'm watching my shows. It's not taken away from anything. I'm not grunting. I'm not overexerting myself. It's just small things add up. Remember, raindrops create rivers to create oceans. So you got to start somewhere. And that's the whole bike method, really. And the cool thing about the bike method is just like a bike. If for any reason along the way that you fall off, you can get right back on. Because you already did it. You did the stuff.
For sure. Now, you mentioned earlier on with the sandwich generation that windfalls came up. And I know I can like kick myself for the few times I've had, you know, some form of a windfall, and then bam, it's gone. You know, I was like, dang, what did I do with it? But then it's like, okay, I spent bills. I did something for my business. You know, it's like, but if you know you have a windfall coming, like how, like, speak to that a bit.
Yeah, so if you know it's coming, this is where your budget comes into play. Because the reason why we always say, like, man, you had all this money, but what do you got to show for it?
Exactly.
You'd be like, yo, I paid these bills, but what are these bills getting me? Like, why did I allow me to put myself in the debt to say if I bought like a table, $200 table, coffee table with a credit card, and then all of a sudden it's $400. Like, man, I just spent $400 for this table. You're not calculating the original price. You saying like the total price you paid. You're like, yo, where's my money at? It's all tied up because you weren't being on time and being intentional with
Mhm.
your bills. So when it comes to those windfalls, remember that's why I asked you in the beginning. What would you do if they gave you 100 grand?
Mhm.
You said pay your bills. You're like, man, I just had 100 grand, but what did I do with it? But not looking at like this is where the budgeting coming in. You can track it. This is a whole tracker thing. You get to know where it went, so you don't have to go back and feel bad about yourself. You're like, you know what? I was in the time. I was in a rut during that time frame. I'm gonna go ahead on and pay these bills and knock it out. I'm trying to get that race to zero. I'm not saying I'm gonna start a book called Race to Zero, but it does sound pretty cool. Yeah, there's already a book that says Die with Zero. And so that is another book that I have yet to read, but I would like to read that one. So that's my goal to try to get a copy of it this year. Might ask that for like cause I usually ask for books for my birthday. Oh, duh. That's another trick. Okay, I'll call it a life hack. If you're looking for any of these books here, that I just shared with you, if your birthday is coming up, ask for a book for a gift. It's less than most of these books. I'll say cost under $20.
Right.
So, somebody buy instead of them buying you like some alcohol or anything like that, just ask for a book, and that book will last a lot longer. And you can personalize it. Say, I'm like, hey, I wish you the best on your financial journey.
For
Signed
sure.
Jen. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice. Well, Jen, you won one of the books from my show.
I did. I
Yeah.
did. I'm excited about digging into it. Look, I need to crush all the money goals. Totally.
Yeah. Did you start reading it yet or no?
Not yet, but I have it very close by. Very
Awesome.
close by. Yeah.
That is great. See, there you go. Healing said, what is your name, by the way, so we can quickly get to you? I don't want to keep saying like healing sensations.
This is Denise.
Oh, Denise. Okay. Yeah, well, hey Denise. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a life hack. You don't have to ask a lot of people. Just ask that one person, like, who you're not familiar, like you're cool with them. Be like, hey, look, I'm looking for a book this time around for my birthday. If you can just give me that will really mean the world to me. Send them an Amazon link, especially if you got the business. This is another hack too. If you have a business, even if you don't have a business, you want to do it for yourself, you can get money for this. You can go ahead on and look to get an Amazon affiliate links. So if you get an Amazon affiliate link, go on and send them the link to the book that you want. You can get money off of that. Even though it might be like $1 or $2, you get
Yeah.
you get the most return on books from Amazon than you do any other product.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Amazon Associates too. If you cannot, I just learned about the associates. If you can't get into ambassador. Okay, so if you can't get into the ambassador, you can be an associate, but you can always get an affiliate link as well. So,
and if you could try to, now this is another. I'm still trying to get a store. So, because I could put all my books in one store and say like, hey, this is the About That Wallet store of my favorite books, and you can just go through and just buy those books for yourself or for a gift for somebody else. So,
and you really, I thought you were gonna go here with it, like make some snazzy social post and say, hey, who wants to,
that's a good one.
My birthday is next month, like Denise's, and there's some creative way that you could put it out there that instead of gifts or well wishes, I want to spread positive financial behaviors, and I'm open to blah blah blah, anything like that.
Yeah.
Or I'm sharing my wish list of financial books to promote financial literacy in our community. So
it's so many ways to make this work. And the reason why I say do it a gift, if you can, it's tough with gifts mostly because it's like once that one person purchase it, that's kind of it. Like, like they bought it for you. You don't want like 5 or 6 copies of the same book. That's what I'm saying. It's
true.
But if you have a store though, you can say like, hey, everybody just go to my store, or like you said, the ambassador. they can go to their shop or whatever, and then as they purchase for themselves, or you can even say this: I'm doing a book club. Let's go on there, everybody that's part of this thing, buy this book, use this link. We can go down and have a book club started next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, let's make some money for your birthday. You know what I'm saying, Denise? Let's go and get you going.
Let's do it. And she says, and I do have a business.
There you go.
Okay. Work the business. Make the business work for you. So.
Yes. Like, it's too much money on the table to leave it. You know. So, okay. Yeah, but that's why I can talk about this all day.
Oh, no, yeah, we started with the windfalls, but that gives me something to munch on for that for sure. So,
because I'm thinking about it just from like, you don't have, I'm gonna say, to get started, it doesn't take much. It's just who you gotta ask. And if you want somebody to go along with you on that journey, you can either reach out to me. You know, I'll love to kind of share your journey. We can talk about it during my live shows. And like for this, like my live shows, I'm usually talking about AI and utilizing AI in your business or even in your day-to-day life to kind of help streamline some of these processes, some of these headaches that you have. How to use it, what they look like, you know, really take about 10 minutes really to kind of play around with these tools every day. It's really straightforward, and it will set yourself apart so that you can go back to the I part of the bike method, start bringing in that income because you already took care of that K piece, which is the knowledge. Now you start doing it and executing that work. So,
and then here's a thought: with that I increase income, you framed it as, you know, increasing your primary source of income. But what about, you know, adding additional sources on? I mean, that would still increase what you bring home.
That is a way to do that. So I did start strictly with the 9 to 5, but yes, you can take that to a whole nother level. And this is I guess you could say the gray area, but also the fun area of your business, because it depends on what it is that you want out of life. Do you want more free time with your family? Because this is where the pins come in. Do you want more free time with your family, or do you just want more income to kind of knock out some debt? Everything is temporary and everything can change, and this flux is fluid. So again, this is a reminder for the new people who just joined. This is just conversation between two colleagues, and we just rambling on. So do not take this as financial advice or anything like that. Please consult a financial expert when you work with your client. So when it comes to making money outside of it, you can do several things. When it comes to that knowledge piece, because now that you already got, you can say like, hey, I'm looking at some income things or whatever, but you need to gain that knowledge. And that's a cool thing about a bike. You can always move things around. With the case out of the house, the knowledge, you need to gain some knowledge. So you can utilize AI. Say you can go to ChatGPT, or you can use Copilot, you can use Gemini, or even it's another one. There's so many of them out there, but these are different AI tools that are out there.
Perplexity.
Well, Perplexity is good for research.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So, but it's just good though, because you can look at the pain points that people have in that particular demographic that you're trying to target. So if you're looking for kids, are you able to share your screen? We can just play around in Perplexity now if you want.
Yes.
Because we can talk about it and just show people right now. It's like, you can go to Perplexity. Well, sign in, of course. You don't have to share your screen while you sign in. All that stuff.
Okay.
I can explain it. So with Perplexity, because it's a research module AI tool, and it searches and provides you all the resources that's necessary. So we can look at it saying like, we're looking at her business, Denise's business, the healing sensations, heal, empower, and release, right? So she more than likely, her demographics will more than likely be maybe, I want to say like maybe 30s to 40s, people who are trying to figure out themselves and I'm ballparking here. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Denise. We just saying this for examples. So for people who are looking to try to heal themselves and empower themselves so that they can release back to the world, that they might be in their 30s, 40s, maybe even their 50s to try to give back. They at that phase now, they want to give back to the next generation or the people that are coming up. Because of that, now that you understand, now we can start talking about their pain points. So right here, we can say in perplexity, let's ask it anything, okay? We're going to ask it, what are the pain points for 30 to 50-year-olds when they're trying to heal and empower themselves? I know you're nervous because we're watching you right now.
When they are trying to
heal and empower themselves. I didn't want to put release because that's something after they already did the healing and empowering. Yep. And then hit enter. So this is where we can start building out what are those pain points. So we got the first one is pleasure meeting life milestones, right? So now that
pressure to meet.
Pressure I'm sorry. Yeah, pressure. Right. Yeah, because you're always saying like, man, I'm feeling so far behind. I need to catch up, and I'm trying to keep playing catch up. You never feel successful. That's good. And so we got correct. It's smaller on my end, so I really can't read all of it. It's like I need to seem like I need.
Oh, but you know,
yeah, right. So we got the career. So, but this is perfect because all of this is great because now we can start digging in. If we want to talk about trying to turn this knowledge that we just gained the pain points, right? Now that we understand, oh man, it went in detail. Perfect. Perfect. Major life stuff, physical stuff. Now, the cool thing is with her business, what we can do is focus on one key item at a time. Become a specialist in that area. So we can say like, hey, Denise can say like, hey, I help you release the pressure to meet your life milestones by providing X, right? So now you can ask Perplexity, since you got all this data, you can say, we can go ahead on and tell it to now give us the solution for number 1, I believe. I think you can.
Okay.
Yeah, give us the solution. You can just say for number 1. You don't have to type in everything. I think you should say give us the solution for pain point number 1 or something like that. Because once we have the solution, we can then start generating a workbook, right? You see that? We can start building out a workbook. Then from the workbook, she can actually do a YouTube video with a QR code from that workbook to actually show her, walk somebody through each process for that particular pain point in that book. So it's not just you giving them an ebook, but you're also giving them a video component to it as well. So this is what I'm talking about when it comes to really digging into knowing your audience. Because once you know your audience's pain points, is to move them to that next level. That's the whole purpose of a business, is to help somebody solve a problem. And this is where that knowledge come in. And now we're going to start talking about the execution, because you can't really build the income until we start talking about the execution. We need to execute this product. So now that we actually have here, if you scroll down, you say absolutely cool. The first one is talking about the challenge, the timeline narrative, right? We start reflecting on it, the question about it. And the cool thing about this is all text. they can take this right here as the beginning first chapter, or make this as like a quick ebook, a throwaway ebook, QR
Oh,
code.
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? Remember we were playing around with Gamma yesterday? You want to
Yes.
do that with this?
Wait a minute, Gamma, you gotta pay.
No, it's free. You know, I'm about that wallet. It's all free. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh, I love that.
Right. Oh, now. So with Gamma, I think it's got Gamma AI. So for y'all who are listening, we did a live show last week. And Jen was like, hey, I'm having some, like, she was like talking about one of the pain points, going back to the pain points of living, of retaining her clients onto, on Whatnot. Do you still have that link that we created? If you don't mind sharing that one while you're logging into, let's do that one. Let's do that one so you don't have to create, because we don't want to do all the work for Denise today. This is so Denise, you gotta catch up with Jen. She'll help. She'll hook you.
Look, I'm already putting it in an email. Look, I was like, I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, right. And then you're gonna get 2 emails, Denise. This is our mental health licensed counselor colleague. Awesome. Absolutely.
And Ed, yeah, this is really, I mean, I guess you can call it a masterclass, but the reason being is that I don't want you to overwork yourself when trying to support your people, because your main goal is to try to help the people. And if you can give them supplemental income, like supplemental education, while you say, if you're busy, you got your 9 to 5 still, you can give them this throwaway ebook. Hey, this is a free funnel. Come on in. If you want to do a one-on-one session, I got 30 minutes. Go down and schedule something with me. We can talk about it. But also, this is the reason why I love YouTube. So YouTube, you can actually set up a whole playlist, keep it private, but it's private only to the people who you give out that link to. So if you create your ebook, create that QR code, and I got a referral code for you if you want to do QR codes, because when you do the QR code, it actually tracks when people actually scan the code, but also you can actually change that where that QR code sends people. The reason why I found out about this was because my local grocery store was using it. And I was like, why are they using this QR code? And who makes this QR code, right? And I'm up here researching it. I'm like, they sneaky. So what they were doing, when you scan the QR codes for, like, when they it's called flow code. When you scan the QR code, you actually get to see when somebody scanned it, where they scanned it, and also because you can actually change, each QR code has its own name. So then you can be like, they scanned it from my ebook, or they scanned it from my flyer, or they scanned it from my business card. And that's how I do it. I have it right here on my mug.
Oh, wow.
This QR code, I can say, like, how many scans has my mug have been scanned? How often are people scanning my mug? Versus like my business card. When I get out business cards, I can tell when somebody actually scanned my business card, because I get a notification saying, like, hey, your business card was scanned 20 times a day. I was like, cool. Right. And I can figure out at least what state they're in or whatever. And the beauty of it, because it helps out with the marketing side of the house. So I know I'm throwing out a lot of information right now, but this is very key and important when it comes to start looking at the picture. When you start looking at the big picture and how you're going to add the impact and reach your target audience and your customers, because they have that particular pain point to solve. And that's your job, is to solve that pain point, no matter what it is. A plumber solved the pain point that you got a leaky faucet. That's their job. They come to fix leaks, right? You hire a tire person to fix your flat, or to replace the tire, or give you brand new tires. Like, this is what you can hone in on one thing. So even if with the healing session, she was like, hey, look, I only focus on people who are trying to heal themselves in their 30s. That's my specialty. And I'm only focusing on these people because this is what I do. I have the resources, I have everything. They will come to you regardless. And you be like, you know what? My clients, I noticed that my clients are actually at that next level. Cool. You can go right here to Perplexity. What's number 2? Go there. They already did the research for you. Create a module for them. Again, you can do that private YouTube link. Send them that. You're golden. Okay. So I know I'm giving out a masterclass. I know, Jen, we were supposed to be talking about other things today, but
oh no, I'm open. And this is actually a combined episode. You tell me when you put a pivot over
okay.
to the about that wallet. You know.
Yeah. So, and I want to share one more. I want to share the link, the referral link, so everybody have it, because I don't want people to leave here without that referral link for at least the QR codes out of the house.
For
the flow code QR code. I'm gonna give you the referral link.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know.
Right, here they go. Dude. I got you. Hold on. And you can. I'm gonna share with my audience, and you can share with yours.
Okay.
So put it there, and then I'm gonna put it in a private chat. Hold on. There you go. And that's my referral code for flow code. So Jen, if you want to, you can actually click on it just to kind of show people what it looks like.
Okay.
After you share it, of course.
So sharing that, and then series listening.
Wow.
I was like, wait a minute.
So Denise, you've been walking around out here with some resources and actionable tips that you can actually do right now to kind of help build out something for your audience. Now, I know you're like, well, Anthony, where's yours at? I ain't got one yet. I got all these resources, got all this knowledge. Because I've been running, like, I know I need to do this, but I'm actually working on my speeches. I got other things, and I'm actually planning on pivoting my business soon. So I got a lot of other things that I'm working on. But I do need to do this. Literally, it could take no more than maybe an hour or two to knock all this out.
Okay. My browser is questioning, like,
the link?
Yeah, it's like corner eyeing it.
No, not the link. Oh, I see. It doesn't support the connection. Boo. Continue to site.
I can use another. Well, you know what? It's that Copilot thing.
Oh, you know what? It's not even working on my end. That's interesting.
It's not. I'm like, it's just me. I think if I did it at home, we would probably work.
You know what? Scrap that. Whatever. But you can go to flow code. I really wish my referral code was working. I'm gonna go in. I'm logging in right now to get my referral code because I want to make sure everybody get it, and also support my brother man out here.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh my gosh! Like, you know what? They switched their affiliate program. Boo.
Did they?
Let me see, because they switched it over because they went to a new platform. That's what happened. Okay, so scratch that. I'm sorry. Because I was already. It's part of the Impact thing. So for those of you who don't know, like Impact is a what they call it? They have like a little referral program and everything like that. And you have to sign in to them and all this extra stuff. Because this is where like a lot of the brands are going to now. It's like utilizing Impact is one of them. And then there's another one for like to build out their affiliate links. So that's the thing. I
was getting that stop on my Gamma link that you sent me. But I feel like if I use my Chrome browser, it would allow me, I feel like. But
okay.
My Bing browser.
Really? Yeah, no, it's not working. Just go to flowcode.com or something like that, so that people can see it at least.
Okay. It's regular flow, right?
Yeah, it's just flow. Flow code. LOW. I'm mad that this isn't working. Like, I'm really upset.
Oh no.
Yeah.
My browser is corner eyeing it.
Really? Flow code? All right, I'm gonna share.
I'm trying to tell it to allow it, but
All right, let me share. I'll share
oh,
my
here it
screen.
comes. Okay, it went. So let me fish it out of here. Flow code. Where'd it go? Window. This.
I think I need to start looking at my links again.
It should let me do yours then. I wonder.
No, it won't because
It won't.
it's a forwarded link. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I can walk you through this. So the way how this works when it comes to flow code, it talks about the real world analytics. So if you see like how the QR code is changing colors, you can actually change the color of it,
Oh, nice.
utilize it or anything like that. It's very customizable. If you scroll down a little bit, keep scrolling. So this is like real use case. So if you see like how it's counting how many people scanned it, how much money they made and everything like that. Yeah. So
this is where you can create your own QR code.
Correct. And when the beauty of using this particular tool, is because you have full autonomy over it. You can change the colors, you can change the logo. Nice. The cool thing about this, though, beyond all of this, say if your website's down, the QR code set out to everybody send you to like your front page, right? Say you go to your Whatnot profile.
Right.
So all of a sudden you want to pivot and say like, yeah, man, I meant to update something and my Whatnot is not working right now, but my website is up. Mm-hmm. You can go in the flow code, switch everything over to your website. So now when people do the rescan of your the QR code, it'll send them directly to your website instead of going to your Whatnot. Because right now a lot of the people are locked in when they create a QR code that goes to their Whatnot. Say all of a sudden you stop doing Whatnot, you went over to eBay. Mm-hmm. Now everybody got the QR code, they stuck because they was like, man, I really wish you would have said something. I didn't get an email or nothing. But because you got this particular flow code, you got one code that you can actually keep monitoring and keep switching as much as you need to. Because when I go to conferences, trust me, I'm switching my QR code to something else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll be switching that thing all the time. Like I'm not, because one of the things, like say if I had to send to Linktree. All right, Linktree was giving me some issues and I was playing around with that and I stopped updating it. Then I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna send everybody to my Instagram account. So then I was like, that's not professional enough. So then now I send everybody to my website. So I don't have to go back and tell people, hey, the QR code is working fine or whatever. Now you can go wherever. My first iteration of these mugs, I was actually sending people to Apple. Mm-hmm. So I was going to Apple Podcasts or whatever, but I didn't have flow code. So I'm up here, I'm stuck with mugs now that only go to Apple. Like,
but those are the podcast mugs.
Right. But that's the thing. I can send them to my website to kind of show them more than just my podcast.
Everything. Right. And that is why it's so important to have a website. Because like people said, what if the social media,
And this is the reason why flow code is amazing. So I'll challenge you all. The next time you get those flyers in the mail from the grocery, look at the QR code and look at the bottom. It will be a fine print. It will say flowcode.com. Yeah, it will say privacy.flowcode.com at the bottom of it. And it's right there. So they're utilizing the same stuff you can use for yourself, and it's free. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it is free. Like I'm about that wallet, so I got
levels. It's levels though, right? So
there is levels. So if you click on pricing, it show you right up top.
Okay.
Yep. So the cool thing with the pricing, so if you ever watch my YouTube live and I have a commercial and they got like the QR code that ran across the thing and like the little phone pop up or whatever, like scan this QR code, all from Flow Code. You get one of those for free too. So if you got a commercial, You can throw it on there. The QR code will come across and everything like that. All there. Nice and easy.
Okay.
Yep.
So I need to use your link maybe from my phone and it would work, right?
Well, that's the thing. I really think it's the forwarding of that particular link. It's not.
Oh, really?
I
Even
think
if we
because they changed the host for Flow Code. That's what happened. And I didn't go in and update it like I was supposed to. So that's my fault. All right.
you have to redo it, maybe.
Yeah, I got to redo it. So
okay, well, I'll wait until you send it to
for my
me.
referral code. I'm putting a note in here to go back and update it so we can
okay,
get
for sure.
All right. So now we over to my segment of the show. Oh, Jen, is there something you want to do? I'm sorry. I'm up here running.
No, I'm ready.
Okay. So for those of you who've been here this long and this far, one of the things, because I usually go live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. And what I plan on talking about today, since we running right into it, we're going to do this 2-hour special. I love it. Is talking about how to travel without breaking the bank. You don't need a special credit card. You can get your frequent flyer miles without having a credit card. And I'm going to show you several websites. And it's going to be, there's so many other people talking about it already. And I figured say like, hey, my audience more than likely will not listen to this. I already listened to it. I already did the research and I already got the links for you. So please make sure that if y'all got y'all notepads today, we're going to be running through this. So Jen, I'm going to need your help because I got to present my screen, present my tab. Okay. So now think about it, Jen. You pay your grocery. I mean, you pay your light bill every day, right?
Yes.
And you pay your gas and electric bill every day, right?
Yes.
Well, not every day, but every month. So, whooping if I tell you that you can actually get frequent flyer miles by paying your bills, paying your paying your gas and electric.
That would be a great benefit.
So, I'm gonna go ahead on and share the screen. Let me know when you can see it. Yeah. So this is a website. I gotta make sure I got the right one because obviously I'm sharing it. There we go. This one is called Energy Plus. So it's energypluscompany.com. There is no referral code, so y'all can just go here yourselves. All right. So this is like your energy bill reward you. I'm telling y'all right here, right now. So we're gonna say, the service areas because you got to make sure you live in these states in order to get it. The only states that you can be in to get this, you have to be in Illinois, you have to be in Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. We got Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Maryland for right now. So you might gotta keep checking out the website. If you live in these areas, you can actually take advantage of this particular program. So why enroll? So you can enroll now. I'm gonna zoom in. There you go. It's a little easier for me to read too. So you can choose these plans and get your rewards and charity donations, renewable energy, and more by switching over your thing. Now, talk about our services overview. Where's that? Because I want to make sure you get the right airlines that they talk about this. I want to say this is American because it's America.
Miles.
Yeah. So you'll get your points. So you get your points by paying your bills this way. That's one of them.
Wow, okay. That's pretty good.
All right. So that's one of the reason why I want to talk about this is because a lot of people keep saying like, hey, I don't have money to get a credit card. My credit card, my credit score is so low that I'll keep getting denied by credit cards. I really want to start creating points for Southwest, or I want to create points for Delta, or I want to get points for United Airways. There are different ways to do that. Or even if I want to stay at a hotel, you have ways of doing it without having a credit card. So this one is paying your bills, right? So, Jen, how often do you eat out?
Weekly.
Weekly? Okay. Do you have like a favorite restaurant in your area?
um, Probably. You're gonna laugh.
Okay.
I mean, people make fun of Red Lobster, but
It's okay. I mean, but Red Lobster, remember, it's supposed to be the cheap luxury. I guess you call it
right.
the faux lux, or you'll say the
There you
faux
go.
luxury, right? uh so if you can look at this, you can actually get Delta points for eating
Mm,
out. You
okay.
don't need anything additional. And if you do this within the first 30 days, you're getting 1,000 points just for
Wow.
utilizing it. And this right here is called skymilesdining.com. Okay. I'm gonna go down and put that in the link too. Y'all getting all this information. They like I'll get this to you too, Jen.
I mean, goodness, this is like a little workbook.
Right. We going in today. Like this is a full math class. You're gonna get paid. This goes back to the I when it comes to income. This is go
Mhm.
back to the knowledge side of the house. This goes back to the B for budgeting. And now you're actually executing on the plan. Okay. This is the execution phase because one, you're not sacrificing anything that you don't already do already. You
Right.
can utilize your own credit card. You see right here? Number two, with your linked credit card or debit card.
Okay.
So you don't even need a credit card. If you one of those people like, hey, I'm anti credit cards, but I still want to fly, this
Mhm.
is where you want to go. This is one of the ways that you can go. So I'm showing you Delta. Some of y'all love Delta, right? You know, you said Red Lobster. We're gonna say Red Lobster. See if it's on there. And we ain't got Red Lobster. They got Red Stripe and all this extra stuff. But
Okay.
you know, you might be able to find something that's out there that has similar cuisine,
Okay.
or try something different. You know, so because I'm in the DMV area or DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
We're real seafood restaurants.
Right. So you have these options to do this without a credit card. Because some of y'all be like, man, I really don't want to open up a new credit card to take advantage. Now, here's the thing. If you have a credit card already, say if you already got Chase, say you
Mhm.
already have American Express, they have their own portals that you can actually double dip. So if your card, you can actually look at your card and then give you a reward for different restaurants that you go to.
Mhm.
Add that particular restaurant to your card, use this portal. Now you double dipping. Now
Okay.
you get the double dip. Okay. So, all right. So, the next one, right? So, say if you don't fly Delta, Delta is not in your area, but American Airlines is. You can go to Advantage Dining, which is called American Airline Advantage. It's called it's aadvantagedining.com. If you really just type in any airline and type in dining, you can
Mhm.
find these. This
Hmm.
is what you need to do. Not need to do, but this, if you're actually already eating out already, this
Right.
is what you can do to take advantage. And this one right here, they already giving you 1,500 for your first 30 days.
Hmm.
Now imagine, right? So we showing you like how you can eat because food is like the number two item behind paying your mortgage or paying your rent of what people spend in their budget. So
Mhm.
eating out, so why not take advantage to go ahead on and start, hey, family, at the end of the year, you say like you got a family event that y'all want to do. Like you want to take everybody out, the kids, like your caregiver. You gotta treat yourself sometimes too. So if you just want to get away from everybody, treat yourself out. Like, hey, everybody, y'all can go on the splurge. We're gonna take y'all out to eat. You can earn your miles so you can get away faster.
Hmm.
Excuse me. Now, so even think about like, all right, so now that you know how to fly, but where are you gonna stay at, right?
Okay.
Boom. Marriott. Exact
Hmm.
same thing.
Okay.
So the cool thing about this is if you use that same debit card on the prior one. This is number 2 right there. Look at that. Link with your linked credit card or debit card. Again, you don't need to open up anything. If you have your Marriott, you already got your Marriott points linked up, you got your Delta points linked up, and you got your American Express points linked up, go to the same restaurant with that same credit card. You get triple points across the board for that same restaurant. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, take this to a whole nother level because we all like to eat. I got one even further. There's more. Like, but wait, there's more. So say if this one I came across because I was like, all right, I didn't know about this. Somebody else told me about this. Say you got a family member that's in a whole nother state and they are ill because you're in the sandwich generation now. We getting older. The parents live in a whole nother state, you in one state, but you got to keep going back and forth to either to the physician, or you got to go back and forth to the caretaker that's taking care of that person, like in person, like the home care person, or you got to go to the what they call it. I don't know. You got to keep going and visit them all the time, but it costs money for those round trips.
Right.
However, keep in mind, you got to have an open mind for this one. This one is because they're not the best airline. However, they got a cool plane. They got a cool plane. I'm keeping it real.
Okay.
It's Frontier.
Okay.
Frontier Airlines. If you type in Frontier Go Wild, which stands for All You Can Fly, for a flat fee. Look at this. Because them flights, a round trip flight, sometimes just the one way is $200. Then you got to come back, so it's just another $200. So you're looking at $400 just on flight, right?
Yeah.
For $400, you get unlimited just for the summer pass.
No way.
So from May 1st to September 30th, you can fly unlimited for $400. See, because remember, you taking care of your parent. This is the way you can save your money on making sure that you're getting the care and feed for your parents, the people that you need.
Right.
If you need to do an annual pass, get the annual pass for $600. So you got to go out there every weekend, or you're not worried about, because at that point you're like, I don't care about like how, like fancy that airline is. Like, you don't need a flying comfort. You there, your emergency, your main need is to get to your loved one.
Right.
For me, I haven't heard any accidents with Frontier. I mean, I don't know about you. Have you heard any?
I haven't.
So why not take advantage of what they have to offer? And because I was actually talking to my coworkers about this, about what will be the reason why somebody would pay for this. And the main thing that I came up with was, if like one of them was mentioning like, hey, what if you got a sick parent or a sick aunt or a brother or a sister or a family member or a loved one, and you need to constantly go back and forth to them. So like from Maryland to go down to Charlotte, I would rather fly. Charlotte, North Carolina. Like, I'll just fly down there. Or say I got a family member in Florida, I will just go down and fly down there. Like, I'm not driving 17 hours one way when I could just hop on a plane right quick. I don't have to pay anything additional except for taxes. The only thing I pay for is taxes. And you might need to check check luggage or something like that. But if you got to check luggage, but majority of the time your carry-on would be just fine because you're not there the whole time. You see what I'm saying? When you got unlimited flights, like I'll be like, yeah, all right, I'll see you like tomorrow. Like I'm going back on the flight. Like, when you really think about it, and then because all the points that you saved by going out to eat and everything like that, you get your free hotel stay while you're down there. So you're really not coming out of pocket additional for anything additional because you already racked and stacked your points. You got unlimited flights now to go wherever you need to go. and that's it. And this is the beauty of having these things. Now, they do have some blackout dates. So they do have right here the flight restrictions on the blackout dates.
Okay.
So, what I was really hoping for that this right here, this November one, because like they usually say it's a dead week, the week right after November, meaning a lot of hotels and other places they like dead, like nobody's really traveling, so
I
that'll be
see.
the perfect time to fly. So if you fly in on the 28th, leave on the 31st of November, you're good. Same thing with Christmas, you know what I'm saying, Christmas that week or whatever, all the way up to the 31st. So say you just fly in, oh, they got the blackout dates that whole week, so you fly in on January 2nd, then get in between that, and then you can fly out on the 5th or 6th. Like, you can, if you plan it well, you might be able to fly out on the 24th, leave on the 1st. You don't have to pay anything additional. So these are the things that I'm saying. It's like, when there's a will, there's a way. I'm showing you I'm showing the wrong tab. I'm up here talking about it, like you can see it. So go back to the dates.
Okay.
Right, there you go. Because you're just saying, okay. Like,
I mean, it's still true. We just couldn't see it.
Yeah. So if you fly in between these days, this will be perfect for you. And the same thing. So even though they got even with Thanksgiving, leave out on the 24th. You know what I'm saying? Just stay a little extra. You gotta see your loved ones a little longer, just grit your teeth. Like, can't wait till I leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that. And this is the beauty of, like, if you have this, imagine like you at work and you like, man, I'm tired of this. I just need to go somewhere. You're like, just hop on a plane for the weekend. You ain't gotta do anything. Just every weekend you can be out. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that these types of things are options,
Yeah.
to make it affordable.
Very affordable. So this was going to be my short talk anyway, to talk about it, because a lot of people just don't know that you can actually do this without breaking the bank, without spending more. But Jen, you also mentioned that you drive, right?
Yes.
And you've been like say maybe you got like a 15-gallon vehicle, right? You got to put all the gas in there. It'll be nice if you can actually get some money for that, right? What type of rewards would you like to get when you fill up your tank?
I mean, anything would be great. Better than nothing,
Right.
Especially you spend it anyway.
Right. So there's a fuel rewards with American Express. Look at that, right? You get paid to fill up your tank. Like, why not? So all you need to do is just link your account and you get awards immediately. Earn 250 miles when you join our rewards program as a new member to complete your first fill up at a Shell gas station. Ooh. All you have to do is just fill up at a Shell gas. If a Shell gas station is near you, you're racking in the points.
Okay.
And on top of that, you don't need a special credit card for it.
Right.
Look at this. See right here, they saying link your account to your fuel rewards account, an automatic option to earn miles at the pump. This replaces your platinum, gold, or silver status, and you are no longer saving the 10 to 5 or 3 cents a gallon. So they saying like if you got the the Shell gas station thing, I guess. So you don't have to worry about like it's replacing that. To switch on how you earn, so you can either earn miles or fuel savings, which means that you can either save at the pump or you can save on your fly miles. That's amazing. So, like, come on now. Like, at this point, I've given you 6 different ways to save money from your everyday spending. Like, you're getting your gas, you're getting your just your electricity taken care of. And we talked about your dining, which is your second biggest expense. And then if you want to fly, you can do that as one flat fee. So these are ways to kind of help build out those points, because a lot of people can say, well, I want to fly for free. My thing is, I was able to fly for free for years without paying full price, because I was able to utilize points and credit card points and so forth. Now, if I would have known about these other things, shucks, I'll be sitting at the gas station all the time, like, hey, fill me up, bro. And you get new points every time you fill up. Every 20 gallons, you get to re-up on your points.
Nice.
Yeah. So like you can't. It's like an offer you can't refuse. Now, have I signed up for these yet? No, because these are day one. And I was like, I don't really need gas yet. So, but when I need some gas, I'm gonna make sure I enroll in this program first. Find me a Shell gas station, and I'm gonna fill her up. Now, price wise, I know some people are like, well, what about the out of pocket cost? Blah blah blah. Again, these are tools that will help you get to where you want to go. Now, if you like to travel, then this is an option. Now, there's so many other programs that are out there. So I'm just showing you a handful so that you can go ahead on and start doing it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that was mostly my talk for the day.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you sharing that. We are, I had put in there how people can find your podcast. We're literally immersed in your podcast. So what a treat for us to be immersed and transported into an episode with Anthony. But you have other content, so you can share about how people can find you.
Me? Oh, yeah. So you can go to aboutthatwallet.com to find all of the cool stuff that's happening. I am on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you can find me. And like I said, I go live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube just to kind of talk about the different AI tools and different strategies that are out there. So that, because a lot of people just ask me a lot of questions, and I'm like, let's make sure that we have all the cool things available. Oh, thank you for that.
For sure. Yeah, there's even smaller, shorter forms of content, and you have longer episodes too. If someone just kind of, they don't have a whole lot of time, you can take a look at the offerings.
Yep. So I try to create my playlist based on big questions that I get all the time. So obviously women voices is a big thing. There's a lot of women who are in the financial space and or just love to share their stories, their financial stories. So that is one thing that I do enjoy listening to is your financial story. So if you have one and you want to be on the show, just shoot me an email at info@aboutthatwallet.com. Just say that you listen to the Woke by Accident podcast, and so that we can go ahead on and start scheduling you to be on the show. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to be an expert. I'm going to be asking you about your story. So,
absolutely. And then you also mention your financial coach services.
Yes.
People are interested in that.
So if you want to be part of that as well, you can go obviously to aboutthatwallet.com, and then we can set up a schedule to go over that with you as well. And then, and if you're looking for a speaker, I'm also in it. So I mean, so many different things.
Absolutely. And best of luck to you, and good vibes for your speaking engagement coming up. When do you go?
It is September 9th. No, September 9th and 10th, or 10th and 11th. I think it's the 10th and 11th. So it's at FinCon. If you go like FinConExpo.com, they have it listed there. I don't know. I just know that I'll be there on the 9th. Like,
Hey, I mean, good way to get the school year rolling.
yeah, I'm actually looking at the calendar right now. See if I can find it on Instagram. There we go.
You
FinCom.
have special codes that people can utilize.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jen. You're great. So if you want to use Wallet 50, if you use Wallet 50 at finconexpo.com, you'll get $50 off every ticket that's available. So it's Wallet 50. Use the code Wallet 50 and you are able to save $50 on every ticket that you purchase.
Okay.
And so, paying it forward.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. So we can share with the good people. Any final thoughts? Anything additional?
I mean, I can talk forever. So one of the things that I would say for everybody is to realize that you have what it takes to get it done. And what I mean by that is that you just have to make sure you set aside 5 to 10 minutes to focus on yourself. I understand you got kids to worry about. I understand you got life just life in. But if you just take 5 to 10 minutes, even if it's just 10 minutes to say like, hey, what did I spend my money on today? And just write it down. That will take you a lot further than anything else. Even if you just say like every day you want to take 10 minutes to write down what you spend your money on, you will begin to see the difference. I can tell you one of the reasons, the power of writing things down. I started writing down my weight. I didn't even say I had a weight goal. I was just writing down my weight on a scale. And because I was writing it down, every morning I'll get up on the scale and start writing it. I wound up started losing weight. I was like, this actually works. Like,
oh wow.
And then when I had a jump in weight, I was like, what did I eat that day? Or what was I stressed out about that caused me to kind of change the fluctuations, or what was going on where I didn't do that? And then if I skip a day, I was like, okay, I skipped that day. I just throw a line in it. And I'm just doing a regular notepad. I wasn't doing anything fancy. But because the power of writing things down will actually help you achieve your goal without even knowing it. So I just want to let everybody know that it's another life hack that, like, we can talk about hacks all day. But yeah, I will leave it there. But that's one of the things I want to let you know, that you have what it takes and continue to use the resources. Like, we're here. Just go down and reach out to us.
Absolutely. And the tools, we talked about several tools and that, can make these things simpler for you. You don't have to go through this thing alone. For sure. Okay.
Your story is you're not alone in your journey. Somebody's been through it already. So, and if you need somebody sort of cry to or learn about, there's a lady I had on my show. It's called Mother by Choice, where she actually decided to go through the sperm bank to go ahead on and have a mom, like to be a mom, and go through that process. Like we talked about from the emotional standpoint about it, the financial standpoint about it, and also how did her family receive it? These are, even though it's a life choice, but a lot of people are supporting you, but also you don't want to disappoint these people at the same time. So it's just like a whole whirlwind of stuff. So if you really want to start pulling on some heartstrings, then that's the good one. There's so many episodes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was tapping into, I think, one of your recent ones about I can buy all the things I want, or something like that.
I can afford everything. Yes.
Yeah, I love that philosophy. Awesome. Like, I want to, really live that at some point. So it's possible,
Yeah, and she has a book. It's a nice teal book. I have it on the coffee table, but I don't have it up here on my thing yet. Because like I said, I got to color code all these. So I got so many things.
Oh, that's a good way to organize.
Yeah. I'd like to have you on the show, Jen, one day to kind of talk about your journey.
Absolutely. Look, I'm here for that.
Awesome.
I am. Okay, well, we appreciate having Anthony to share and co-host with us today. And show takeover, kind of, sort of.
No, right? Sambaza would be like, "What did y'all do to my show? Why is it like an hour and 30 minutes? Like, what were y'all talking about?" Like,
oh yeah, he'll get a kick out of that.
I'll hang on once we get live because do you guys talk on the back end once y'all hang up?
Yeah, just a little bit for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so we will give our official wrap out. I just want to give you the final thought there. But thank you for joining us. Hopefully, you found this conversation inspiring, enlightening. We appreciate the positive feedback we had. If you're catching this on the live, we appreciate you. And please, audio episode will be coming soon. If you found it meaningful, consider sharing. And our collective awareness and advocacy play a crucial role in creating positive change. Stay tuned for more engaging content, and we look forward to continuing these important conversations. So we'll ask Anthony to stick around for our proper goodbye, and everyone else, take care.
Bye.
At this time, we're going to go ahead and conclude the episode. We greatly appreciate you listening. We invite you to follow us on social media. On Instagram, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. On Twitter, it is Woke by. On Facebook, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. We also have the new website up, www.wokebyaccident.net. Please check us out. And also follow us on all of your favorite streaming platforms. And please leave a review and share feedback. You can also reach out by Gmail, wokebyaccident@gmail.com. And every time you listen, we appreciate it so much. Thank you for listening and take care.